You can only describe it as the greatest offseason of all time for any NFL team ever. If you clicked on this video hoping for some sort of new information or something, I just want to get that out of the way. I have nothing new. This is a video of just my pure thoughts and speculation and just reaction to this incredible offseason. You can only describe it as the greatest offseason of all time for any NFL team ever. Rams fan bias showing, but if you're a fan of another team, let me know in the comments below. What team has more hype than the Los Angeles Rams right now? Who, like, in NFL history, I can't recall. There's been some really hype teams. I know people bring up the Eagles super team, some of the KC teams over the years. I I just think this is wild, right? You got the defending MVP, the defending reigning defensive player of the year coming into it. You traded for this seems like so long ago. You traded for a fantastic corner in Trent McDuffie and signed his partner in crime, Jalen Watson, and you gutted your secondary, which was like one of your biggest weaknesses last year. You got a new special teams coordinator, which was your other kind of biggest weakness last year. You have a MVP Super Bowl winning quarterback in Matthew Stafford still slinging it. One of the greatest football minds on the gridiron nowadays is Matthew Stafford. There's just and we don't. I feel like we don't even talk about that. Like I feel like we don't even talk about the Matthew Stafford extension. We don't even talk about Trent McDuffie because then the Ty Simpson draft pick happens, and people are like, "Oh, they wasted pick. Well, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's the future. Blah blah blah." Like this, and the entire Rams discourse on the internet became about this controversial backup quarterback draft pick slash developed for the future, which then quickly got overshadowed by trading for one of the best players, if not the best players in the NFL right now, in Myles Garrett. And then that story quickly gets overshadowed by one of one of the, if not the greatest player in the Rams franchise history, in Aaron Donald, coming out of retirement. I mean, it really is incredible. It is incredible. And again, this is fun. This is exciting, and I know that I am not the only Rams fan that is so stoked for this season to get here. Obviously, injuries are always a concern. The team dynamics is a concern. I'm seeing Ram fans debate like, well, are they going to win by enough? like I don't know if you can do that. Like or the Ram fans out there that are like, well, just who's gonna be wide receiver three? Should we trade for wide receiver three? And like you want to talk about rich people problems as a NFL fan? That is what the Rams are living in now. But I also love that the Rams organization under Les Snead and Sean McVay, they can recognize the Super Bowl window is open. We have all these guys on their final year of the contract. We got to go now. We got to go now. Get Trent McDuffie, get Jalen Watson, get Myles Garrett. We'll figure out next year. But this year, we got Matthew Stafford back. We got Puka Nacua, even though he's probably going to get a big time payday coming up. But he's on the last year of his rookie deal. We have an offensive line that's has continuity, ready together. I know there's concerns about AJ Jackson, but it seems like those are getting kind of panned out. We have one of the best running back tandems in the NFL in Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, right? And this probably underrated in this incredible offense, right? You have Devonte Adams who can still play at a high level, and like when Devonte Adams has hit is your number two, and then you got Puka Nacua, and then I haven't even mentioned the Rams X factor, their tight end room, and we're hearing lots of good things about the tight end room, especially Terrence Ferguson, second year player, and this is a team that found a lot of success in that 13 personnel utilizing their tight end room. And it really is a group effort, right? Where Kobe Parkinson one game can just have a phenomenal game. Davis Allen can play at a really high level, right? You have Terrence Ferguson in there, right? You know, I I don't really know what more you want from this Rams offense. Like in turn, it has a uniqueness to it. It has a great offensive play caller in Sean McVay, good running back, good quarterback, good O line, great wide receivers, phenomenal. And now the defense. How many games last year did we see a cornerback get burnt? A lot. How many times and I do think part of that is Quentin Lake missed a substantial amount of time. And we probably don't talk about that enough as Ram fans, that Quentin Lake missing a significant amount of time last year really did hurt this defense a lot. I think with Quentin Lake coming back, you got Cam Curl coming back, got Cam Kitchens, right? Like you have a safety room that's one of the best in the NFL. And then you've upgraded your cornerback position with Trent McDuffie and Watson, Jalen Watson. Now, if we go to the D line, right? Puna Ford, Byron Young, Braden Fiss, Kobe Turner, who those four players alone are excellent, amazing football players that can contribute at a very high level. But then I haven't even mentioned Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. And it's been so cool. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Have you guys seen like the Myles Garrett highlights from camp? He's a massive human being, just this mammoth, menacing human being. And I still like look at him. I'm like, I cannot wait till you play the Niners in Australia or any other Rams opponent coming up next season because Myles Garrett is gonna wreak havoc. And I haven't even talked about the X factor of Aaron Donald coming back. What a phenomenal story. Like one of my favorite players in NFL history who I was totally fine when he retired. I was like, Aaron Donald, you a Hall of Fame career. You got your Super Bowl championship. Sucks that your final game was in Detroit, a playoff loss. Sucks that you never got a sack against the Eagles. However, like I wish you all the best, man. And I watched many episodes of his podcast, The Inner Circle, that he did with like Matt Ryan and crew, and he seemed quite content in that. But then the Myles Garrett trade happened, and he got this little itch, and you're like, is is he coming back? And the rumors, like I started with like, okay, this is like maybe a 20% chance this happens. But then like Adam Schefter's tweeting out stuff. And Sean McVay's not denying anything. And then I'm like, okay, this is 50-50. And then when that TMZ video came out of him at the Rams practice facility, I was like, oh yeah, this is happening. This is happening. And then when you hear about him having a tryout with the Rams, which I think that was hilarious, when Sean McVay was like, "Oh, greatest tryout I've ever seen." Oh, it's just, and I know I'm just rambling on here for like 9 minutes of me glazing the Rams off season. And if you're still watching this, thank you for tuning on in. Feel free to put your comments below. But Aaron Donald is such a fun story coming into this season, right? Is he going to play week one? It's okay if he doesn't. If he does, that's awesome, right? I would like him to play just against the Eagles because I really would love Aaron Donald to get a sack versus the Eagles so that he could say he sacked every NFL team because that's the one team he hasn't got a sack yet. Um, but there's just phenomenal, and like to see what not just Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett can do together, but the rest of this D line. And I haven't even talked about like Omar Spates and Nate Landman at the linebacking position. Lots of excitement with them. Josiah Stewart, excited to see him develop as a young player. There is just so much hype. Some might say too much hype for this Rams team, but it's okay. Like, is it okay to just like be excited, right? Like, I do not miss the days when you're down on your team and you're like, oh, maybe they can like make the playoffs, right? I cannot wait. I cannot. Oh, sorry. I cannot wait to see what happens here. I think that the Rams are going to have a phenomenal season. They're going to win a lot of games. I, I'm not ready to speculate they run the table. That'd be really fun. But I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments below. And I'll be streaming most of the Rams games this year. I'm hoping to go to a couple, and maybe I'll meet some of you there. But anyway, this is me rambling on about the Rams being awesome. So, as always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go, Rams! Woo!